Shalom and welcome back to my vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to give you a quick update on the situation here in Israel. I'm in Jerusalem so I can share with you all that I've experienced and what I've heard from friends who have gone out in the city. But as far as the rest of the country, I only know what you know. Israel has obviously been crazy since the recognition of Jerusalem by the U.S. as the capital of Israel. And the West Bank, there's been a lot of protests, which I don't know exactly what's been going on there. But as far as Israel, the protests have been very peaceful. There has been protests at Damascus and Jaffa Gate of the Old City, but nothing major other than that has been out of the ordinary. There has been soldiers out, which obviously we're in Jerusalem, there's always soldiers, but recently as I've been out there have been a lot more soldiers, which talking with a friend today, she made it sound like they just tell the soldiers that if you're going to be out you should wear your uniform, and just so the military presence seems more, even though they might not even be on duty. So that explains that. Also, other than that, honestly, things maybe the Old City, I was in the Old City today and it was maybe a little bit less busy than normal, but otherwise it seemed completely fine. As I was exiting the Old City, however, there was, I don't know if I would call it a protest, but there were a bunch of people outside, and actually there were guards telling people that they cannot enter that Old City gates, which is very interesting. I've never seen that before. We could exit, obviously we're exiting Damascus Gate, but people couldn't go in. And there were actually a young kid who had thrown a glass bottle into a crowd, and then a bunch of like young boys ran, which was, I don't know why that happened. I didn't see anything on the news about it, so I don't know if that was having to do with recognition of Jerusalem or what was going on there. But there were a lot of actually cameras and things like news, so I don't know why I haven't seen anything about that. We'll see. It just actually happened a few hours ago, so I saw that today. Yesterday there was actually a stabbing at the bus station where my roommate was on the bus, and there was a stabbing at the central bus station in Jerusalem of a Palestinian stabbing a Jewish military worker, I don't know, just a military person, which I would assume is because of the recognition. But honestly, stabbings do happen, I wouldn't say often, but because of this conflict that we have in Israel, I don't know what the situation was there. But other than those two things, honestly, I would say that Jerusalem is very peaceful and nothing really out of the ordinary has really happened. The very first night that Trump recognized Jerusalem, I went out actually celebratory with two Jewish friends. They were very excited. They've been waiting just like me and people in the U.S. The U.S. has a long time coming of recognizing Jerusalem as the capital, and they were very excited. So we went out and things were very normal the first night, that Thursday night, and honestly, I stayed in my apartment the next few days, but I had friends who went out to the Shuk, the market, in downtown Jerusalem, and they said that things were very normal. So, and again, I went out today, I went to the Shuk, I went to the Old City, and things seem very normal. So I just want to tell you that don't be too worried. Obviously, keep praying. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem and Israel. But honestly, I don't think that people need to, I don't know what you're all hearing on the news, but I don't think you need to be completely worried, because I think everything's going to be fine. I really do. Who knows what's going to happen? I think that obviously the situation could escalate, but obviously it could also just die down. I think that it's only your first few days, and I think that things are going to be fine. So I just want to thank you, everybody, for the prayers that you've been praying for me and for the city and for the country, and just continue. All we can do is continue praying. God's will be done. Who knows if God will, who knows what's going to happen. I don't even want to say what I have assumed and what I think. I have no idea. And I'm just thankful to be here. I'm excited that I'm here at this exciting time, you know. I think Jerusalem is the capital of Israel, and I'm glad that the U.S. recognized it. I have had a lot of, honestly, I've debated on this with myself just because we've been talking about it. I talked about it with a lot of people and talking about it with my class, because to a lot it seems like a very irrational decision, irrational timing. But I think that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel, and I think that I'm glad that it happened. So that's all I have. That's all I know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.